Good morning, trainers. Here we are again, another Pokemon Go video. This one's a little bit different, but we're still gonna get fired up. We gotta have something to get energized. It's time to rise and grind. Got our monster here, nice import, good taste, resealable. That should last me a while. Alright, so today's video is a little bit different. Instead of my standard thing where I have my goals and talk about where we're standing for the day and what events are coming up, this whole video is devoted to my prep for the upcoming Go Fest. It's a very, very fun time, but a very serious time. We want to be very, very proactive and prepared for this event. So I prepared myself today some talking points and some things that I want to advise for anyone who's going to Pokemon Go Fest. This is not the most complete video in the world, but it's going to have my guidelines for what I'm going to do to make sure I maximize my successful play for Go Fest in Chicago for 2026. So I have my list of a few things I want to do. I have some friendly reminders, plus I have a great printed out list of some things I wanted to cover too today. So let's start out with lists, right? One of the things I like to do, people that know me, I'm a list person. I have great ideas, but there's so many ideas that all come at once, and you gotta write them down. So I have a list here for today, but I want to recommend you make a list. Put it in your phone, put it on a paper, whatever kind of list you think is best for your style, get a list. This is what I'm taking to Go Fest. So my itinerary, obviously I got to get to the park. I got park play, I got city play. There's so much playtime. I'm going to read off this list of what I'm going to do as my friendly reminders to make sure I don't actually get caught up in everything that I'm doing and forget to do my things and my goals. So we're going to start out with a little hype thing. We're going to get together with some people and we're going to have a hype session to get us excited before the actual spawn. When you play an in-person event or a global event, you know that as soon as that clock ticks and it's go time, boom, there's the spawns, the event starts, the park lights up. It's time to go. So we're going to have a little hype session leading up to it. We want to get everybody fired up, maybe answer some questions, or just maybe lead a little exciting session to get everybody ready to go. As soon as the park lights up and the research rolls out, everybody's going to be pretty overwhelmed, and it's going to be like a Blacephalon moment. Mind blown. And you're like, wait, where do I start? We need to keep our bearings on. We need to not get frustrated. We need to have like a plan, a method of attack for the day. I know that I'm going to run a mega. I'm going to figure out what mega I want to run. I'm probably going to run something like, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But like Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, your Mega Rayquaza, those are 3 great megas to run. They all have 3 different types of boosts for all the catches you're going to do for the day. You can Mega Evolve something, but I want to highly recommend you have a minimum Mega level 3. And if you have access to a newer Mega level 4 and you want to run that for boost, for catching or attack or whatever, get a Mega level on, something 3, Mega level 4. Make sure you're out there moving around. There's going to be so many things where you're like, man, I got to stop and I want to focus on this one thing real quick. Don't get caught up in staying in one place. The whole park is going to be huge. There's going to be stuff to do in all these areas, whether it's in-game play or whether it's activities like physically in front of you at the park. Take advantage of all of it, and hatching, right? You're probably going to be hatching some eggs. It'll probably be part of your research. Make sure you run your incense all day long. We talk about incense a lot, and some people don't do it. I think incense is underrated. I honestly don't take enough advantage of it, but I know for a Go Fest or for an event, I'm going to put on incense at the beginning of my day. I'm going to stack it, and I'm going to be like, all right, I'm playing the park session, plus I'm playing city play. How many incense do I want to put on? Put them all on now. Don't put on like one and then have to remember later. You'll forget. Put them all on beginning of the day, just like when you get that mega. Don't say I'm gonna put my mega on after I do like I gotta do some research first. Put your mega on before everything kicks off. My park experience is gonna be 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. My mega level is gonna be set up. I'm gonna do that before anything kicks off at 9 o'clock. If you are an auto catcher person, make sure your auto catcher's on. Make sure it's ready, and obviously make sure you have storage depending on how many you plan on catching. But the more storage you have for Pokemon, for items, that's always great. But especially if you're an auto catcher person, focus on your storage now. You still got maybe 3 weeks left. So good luck on that. Work on your storage. I have some friends that are doing an excellent job on trimming down their storage, getting rid of stuff they don't need, because they do plan on running an auto catcher. We even gave away a free auto catcher at one of our events a couple months ago. I hope you're using that auto catcher. That's what it's there for. There's going to be a lot of field research too. Field research is going to be one of my focuses. I want to knock out a ton of field research. There's tremendous bonuses to knocking out the field research. But also, there's going to be so much special research, so much time research, so much research tied to zones in the park and stuff you got to do. So stay on top of your research and focus on, I always think of them as like time gated things. If there's something that's going to wrap up in an hour, or wrap up by the end of your park experience, or wrap up at the end of the day, prioritize what's going to end first, what you got to knock out first. Focus on those and then save the others for later. But you really got to prioritize your research and maximize there. We are talking later, not in this video, but we'll talk later about Global Go Fest and Mewtwo Megas for the X and the Y. But in your Chicago in-game experience, you're going to get a shot at, I heard, one of them for the energy, probably through research or something. We'll know more later as we get closer. Maybe somebody already even talked about it. But Mega Mewtwo's are coming. You want to raid these guys. You want to make sure you maximize your raids, Mewtwo and all the others. You want to raid all day. You want to catch all day. And especially when you're playing like your park experience, one of the worst things you can do is set yourself up for failure where you need to take a break or an extended break during your park gameplay. If you messed up and you didn't prepare, didn't have your battery pack, didn't charge your phones, your auto catcher died, those are all no-nos. I'm not going to spend a ton of time in Chicago myself, but the time that I am there, I got to go hard. I got to maximize my gameplay. I got to maximize my Chicago experience, and having the equipment set up ahead of time, that's what you need, so that you have smooth gameplay and you can just go. You don't want to have to stop and be like, oh, I got to figure out how to manage my items. So I also, we talked about gameplay and things I want to do in game. One of the biggest points for me for a Go Fest, honestly, the stuff we're going to do in Chicago, all these Pokemon are going to come out later. We're going to get them again somewhere. So I do want to do all that, but my focus for Chicago, I want to go meet the team that has all the community ambassador stuff going on. I'm a community ambassador. I want to see other community ambassadors. I want to get to meet the people that are the heads of the organization. I want to go meet those people. There are famous YouTube people that are going to be there, like Trainer Club, Billy, he's going to be there probably. Brandon Tan's going to be there. JT Gilly, Pokédexy. I want to get out there. I want to meet these people that when are you ever going to see these guys, right? I'm going to be in Chicago. If I can meet up with some of these people, join their raid groups, whatever, I would love to maximize my in-person experience by meeting people and making connections. Not saying I'm going to become the popular people's best friend, but for the experience, get to know that guy, say hi, maybe get some more merch from one of these notable trainers. That'd be cool. Also, later, after you get out of your park, other years, it's been a little bit about city play. And it'd be like, you can go play in the park, but then they want to get you out of the park and get you into the city to go get more research, more shinies. Shiny and Boost is still there. But this year, the park is part of it, but then they're really pushing you to get out into the city. We're hearing that the city's going to divide up into 4 different zones. So what you don't want to do is, you don't want to play like I did last year. You go into the park, you play, and then you're like, all right, I mean, I did it. I got to go do other stuff. This year, you have to get out into the city. You have to get the city play, and they're going to have different districts in the city. They're going to have 4 different districts, and they say you have to participate in a minimum of 2 to get this special limited time badge. You want to get out there into the city. You want to explore these districts, do this research they're talking about. You need to get this badge. Well, I mean, maybe you don't need to. I do. So I got to get out there. If I can do all 4 zones in the city, all 4 districts, that's great. I want to maximize those districts. I want to get all my badges. I want to get all my research. So I have to focus more on city play this time, which is fine. That's a very important thing for me. Back to the park area real quick. I'm also hearing about like 4 different zones. They say they're going to break the park up into a recruitment zone where they're going to focus on raids, a conservatory zone where they're going to focus on different shapes and sizes, I guess. They're going to have a cultivation one where they have specific or special field research, special event eggs, increased incubator effectiveness, They're going to have a rocket hideout zone where they're going to be a focus on rocket battles and shadow raids. So this is new to me. Other prior park experiences, it was always like, all right, you go to the park and the global was always time gated where it's like this hour is these spawns, this hour is these spawns, and it just breaks it up into 4. This is different, and it sounds like they're going to break the park up into things to do in those zones. Now, I don't know if this is going to be GPS related or whether it's just going to be the in-person events like that you can do non-in-game. So I'm very excited to hear about these zones. I want to learn more about how they work, but that will come more later. So I have also this other list that I want to read here. Again, I'm a list guy. But this great list that was prepared talks about getting ready to trade, finding trainers from different regions to help complete your Pokédex. It's going to cost you some Stardust, but you can make new friends and you can help complete your Pokédex with people that maybe have regionals you don't have. People coming from all over the world to get together might have things that you need or you haven't had the opportunity yet. You can also use websites and you can create lists so you can help find others that are going to be willing to trade. Not everyone's going to want to trade, but if you're out there, a lot of times we have like these paddle signs that we can hold up or carry on our backpacks or our person that'll show what we're looking for and what we're willing to trade. This is a great opportunity. I'd like to emphasize people, find your group. Use Campfire to find people in your area, and that way you can meet up at GoFest with others that have similar enthusiasm and goals. You can also probably have a check-in, right? The people in the area of Chicago, the people that are locals, those are the community ambassadors that are going to set up those events. Get to the park, get in a community ambassador thing, sign in. There's going to be rewards. Make sure you have your proper storage. Focus on your storage now. Whether you're going through your Pokemon or whether you're going through your items to figure out delete, make some more room, or whether you're upgrading and buying. Get that ready now so you're not in a spot where you don't have these things when you're at the park. It talks about maxing out your mega levels. We kind of already covered that, but maximize your mega that you're going to have on. And you can run one for the city, one for the park, however you want to do it, as long as you're following a strategy you believe in. It says, bring a mega level 4 Malamar to super mega raids against Mewtwo for bonus candy, and use Pokemon like Primal Groudon and Kyogre for type coverage for wild spawns. Again, that's kind of what we were talking about earlier, but that's a great tip. We have pro tips here, including outside of your in-park session, you can use Campfire to find community ambassadors as they lead raid trains around Chicago. I know Trainer Club is one of the professional YouTubers who usually does this stuff too. So whether you're finding CAs, whether you're finding Trainer Club or other famous people that know how to play Pokemon hardcore, meet with them, do these things. Things will get easier for you. Plus, the hype and the excitement is real. It talks about traveling with family and others. Definitely go with family, go with friends. That keeps it fun, that keeps it safe, and you guys can help keep each other energized and refreshed on ideas. So, hey, what's next? Did we do this? Did you finish this research? Who else needs to do these things? You guys can help each other, remind us. Like my friend Matt is going, and he's one of my hardcore Pokemon people, right? When I go with Matt, him and I are going to be helping each other out. I'm going to be like, hey, did you finish this research yet? He's going to be like, hey, did you get this shiny yet? We need to get over to this other zone to work on these spawns to knock this out. Or one of the important things we know is going to happen, we're going to remind each other, but the whole park's going to go on fire about the last 30 minutes. 30 minutes prior to the end, they're going to have these Mewtwo raids. It's going to go wild. Up to 1,000 or over 1,000 trainers allowed in these things. Matt and I are going to remind each other, hey, are we ready? Hey, how are we doing on time? We need to knock out all the other things in that first 3.5 hours so that we're not like, oh, well, we didn't finish it. We thought we had till the park experience and all these raids are going on and we're missing out. No, we're going to take care of each other, going to watch each other's back to make sure we didn't miss out on opportunities, and we remind each other. It says on here you should bring a lightweight backpack, and that's a great idea. What are we going to keep in the backpack? Everything. We're going to keep water. We're going to keep some food. We're going to keep things on us to help keep us going and be ready. It talks about, this is great because even though it talks about Pokemon a lot, this one is one of my pro tips for you. The Field Museum is 15 minutes away from the park. It's a 15-minute walk to the Field Museum. It's popular. It's a great museum. They have a Pokemon fossil exhibit in town. It's brand new. It's going to kick off May 22nd. It'll still be brand new when we go for Chicago the first week of June. If you can make it to this Field Museum, you can check out this exhibit, whether it's this GoFest event or whether it's before or after. Check out the Field Museum. This Pokemon event should be absolutely amazing. It talks about downloading and saving important information like train tickets to your phone in case service is spotty. I'm already doing that. I got Spot Hero. I know about my parking. I got my hotel reservations locked in. I have all these things saved and ready to go. I have my museum pass, so I'm not like, oh, shoot, I can't get into my phone or I forgot where I put it. No, download everything, print it all out, and oh, we got a special visitor again, guys. She's here to help. I promise she's here to help. She just wants to be popular, guys, and she belongs in the video. I think she's royalty. Here's Willow again, guys. She's being very helpful. It talks about, again, friendly reminders. Make sure you bring your phone, auto catcher. I love this one. Bring an umbrella, a phone cooler. Phones can get hot, and it's going to get crazy out there, guys. It's going to be June. It's going to be hot. 70s, 80s. If you're not staying cool and your phone's not doing cool, you're going to have problems. Tip 2, it talks about going to advanced settings and downloading all assets. Make sure you refresh your game data. It's going to help your phone run smooth. That's what you need, guys. Your phone to run awesome during your event. Couple fun, friendly questions for my community to help make sure that I covered everything. These are important questions, and I wanted to make sure I answered them. The community put them out there for me for a reason. She is making for the challenging video. I'm telling you, we're gonna go to the hand, guys. This is the excitement, guys. All right, so what platinums can we work on? There are so many platinums to work on, honestly. If you're running an auto catcher, catch everything. They're saying everything's gonna spawn. This is gonna be a great event. Everything is gonna spawn, guys. Catch everything, work on every platinum you can. Focus on looking at your stuff ahead of time. Figure out, hey guys, I'm deficient on 1 or 2 things. Maybe you're deficient on steel. Maybe you're deficient on ice. Everything's gonna be out there. Look at your platinums ahead of time. Focus on your type badges. Knock those out. I think catch badges are fantastic, and I think another key one for me to work on, if I didn't already have it, is spinning unique Pokestops, right? A lot of times we're just playing in our area a lot. It's hard to spend 50,000 Pokestops for people that are working on that. Maybe you finally knocked out 50,000 Pokestops, but that 2,000 unique Pokestops, it can be tough if you're playing in the same area all the time in your city. So when you go on a vacation, you're going to Chicago, hit every new stop. Knock out the park stops, knock out the city stops. Go find some more areas on the way to the park, on the way from the park. Knock out those. Those are great platinums to work on. What are some good things to pack to prepare for GoFest? I talked about you want your charging bank. You want your cords, right? Yep. You want I have a surprise shirt that I'm gonna wear. I'm not gonna show the shirt on the video. I made a promise to myself. I'm not showing off the shirt until I get to GoFest. But I have a shirt that I'm gonna wear. I'm super excited about. Make sure you have all your cool clothing on, whether it's your hat, with all the Pokemon related stuff to increase this hype. Bring it all. As for your backpack, my backpack makes sure that I have everything I need so that I don't have to do stopping. I want to make sure that I don't have to go get something. I don't want to have downtime. So I'm going to bring water with me. I'm going to bring my auto chargers, my cables. I'm going to bring any kind of food, water, snack. I'm going to make sure I have storage for any merch I pick up. What I don't want to do is not have a backpack and I'm like, wait, I got this merch now and I'm going to stop and go find my car? No, I'm not leaving the park. Downtime is the worst. What are things like in the park? I talked about, usually there are 4 zones, like you can play in 4 different areas and spawns are different in those areas. But I think that this year it's going to be different. We talked about the rocket one, the cultivation one, the conservatory. I think it's going to be a little different this year. So what I did know from before could be a little bit of the same, but we could also be looking at something very new because this is the 10-year anniversary. As for the physical layout, Grant Park is amazing. There's a fountain in the center. It's right on the water. It's beautiful, honestly. If we can stop for a moment and look up from our phones and enjoy the scenery, I would encourage that. But it's a relatively, I believe, rectangular park, and it's got a good flow to it. Next question. How can I make the most out of my GoFest? Honestly, I have a couple things we're gonna lead up to and or close with, but we'll go back to that one. How can I help prevent being overwhelmed at GoFest? I'm gonna say do things with friends and have a list. You need to take things one at a time, focus on your time gated stuff, but don't get overwhelmed. You really do need to breathe, take a step, and be like, all right, what's the most important that I need to work on now so that it doesn't hurt me later and sticks me on hatching a bunch of eggs, or you needed to complete X amount of raids, but you haven't done any yet. Next question, how early should I get to the park? Last year, I walked to the park the day before, checked out the park, and I also got to the park half an hour early the next day, especially if you want to knock out other things like go to the bathroom, get some water, do all those things that take care of you and take care of your physical self. Check out the merch line. Do all that stuff not during your park play. When the park play starts, you need to be playing that experience, not, oh, I gotta get my chargers hooked up still, or what mega should I be running? You need to do all that beforehand. So if you're at the park a half an hour early, great. If you're at the park an hour early, great. The time you spend doing that so that you can focus on your park play, that is key. What is the citywide gameplay like? Again, it wasn't a big thing the other years. You could do it, but this time it's more goal oriented. So we're all going to do this for the first time together, but we're going to need to get out into the city. We're going to need to explore, and it's going to be good for us, honestly. Another great question, is there plenty of food and drink available inside the park? For one, it's a large city park, so it's going to have restrooms, water, it's going to have all that. Plus, every time, they line these places up with food trucks. So if you need to do food and you didn't prepare food, yes, food is available in the park. Food, beverages, I promise, they will be there to sell you whatever you want. So bring cash, bring card, whatever resources you need to make sure you can take care of these things, great. But I'm going to encourage you, if you're doing food truck stuff, they're usually not like early morning, but they're definitely there later into the day and in the middle. But if you're doing downtime from your park play to do food and concessions and lines, you're probably wasting your time. I recommend taking care of food and drink on the go and not hanging yourself up on these things. Your park play needs to be focused on park play. I mean, unless you don't value it that much, but you only get 4 hours. So be ready at the start, play hard through, and then yes, hydrate along the way, but really be thinking about like meals and stuff before or after your park experience. I can't stress that enough. You only get 4 hours, guys. Tips for a first time in-person GoFest. It can be overwhelming, it can be a lot, but do it with friends, and if you have others that have done it before, meet up with them. They're going to help you along the way. Lastly, to close out for today, I got a couple last minute tips. Again, friendly reminder, make your list. Set your goals ahead of time. Watch my video, watch everybody else's videos. Think about what you want for your event. If you don't make a list and you go in thinking, all right, yeah, I think I know what I'm doing, you'll probably walk away with some regret. There are a lot of people at the park here to help keep you focused, but make your own list, set your own goals, and everybody's goals are different. My goals are different than somebody else's goals. Somebody else is coming from out of town. Somebody else is coming from out of state. And maybe some people are level 50, some people are level 80, some people are level 72. Focus on things that are going to make you happy, but focus on the event and those goals. Go hard. Go hard. Catch everything, raid everything, go hard. Play hard. The harder you play, the more this is worth it. There's not a better time to play Pokemon Go. GoFest is legit, and GoFest in person is insane. Go hard. Be flexible. Things are going to change. New things are going to come up. Things they're going to put at the park. We're going to find out new information that's going to change out how we want to do stuff. Be flexible. Be prepared for your plan to change. Find a meetup. Just want to emphasize it again. Find a meetup. Meet up with people. Meet up with groups. Do those things. I know my video here is late. I did want to make this video later rather than too early so that it would be more complete. It would have more of my finished, polished thoughts on how I'm going to approach a GoFest. So this video is coming out a bit late, but I wanted as much in it as I could. But like I just said, things are going to change. So even if this video gets out 2 or 3 weeks ahead of GoFest, they're going to go run Tokyo, right? those people are going to go run Tokyo Go Fest, and then we're going to learn more. We're going to see how they did. We're going to research. All right, do we need to fix this? We need to adjust this. We need to prepare for that. Wait, how'd those raids go? What are the important things? We're going to learn more after Tokyo runs here, but that's like a week before Chicago. So these are all great tips. In these comments below, post some more tips, post some more tricks, ask some more questions, create a discussion, and, well, here's my helper again. Most importantly, we want you to do these 4 things, guys. Try not to get too distracted. Distractions happen. Thank you, Willow. We want you to get out there, guys. Get out there. Go to Chicago. If you can't make it to Chicago, play your global. 2, catch them all. 3, this is the most important one. No matter what you do, guys, have fun. 2 more things I want to point out. I am going to the Field Museum. I'm going to go after my park experience. So I'm going to do my park experience Friday 9 to 1. Then we're going to do Field Museum. We're going to knock that out for a couple hours. That Pokemon exhibit, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. There's also a pop-up Pokemon Center in New City. So look that up. I believe it's a mall. It's a couple miles away, like 5 or 6 miles from the park. Check out the pop-up Pokemon Center in New City. Check it out. And 4, let's go. Thank you, guys. I'll see you out there. You rule.